parents and kindergartners and everyone else that's watching this video. It's me, Mrs. Clark, and I wanted to show you some strategies of how to teach your kids some sight words in a fun way. So, sight words, a lot of those words are words that you can't sound out. They are words that are rule breakers in the English language. Like the word one. It should be own, because in our language, the E makes the other vowel say its name, but it's one. It's a rule breaker. Some of these sight words are rule breakers. They're also words that you're going to see a lot in reading. So sight words are very important to teach alongside phonics, because they're words you're going to see all the time, and they're words you can't sound out, so you just kind of have to know them. So I printed out, I say so a lot, I printed out this sight word list, and they have Dolch sight words and they have Fry sight words, but it really doesn't super matter. It's just like two different brand names. It's like, do you want to wear Abercrombie or Hollister? They're both clothing brands that are really basically the same. So, hi NIMBY. So we are going to be talking about sight words, and I just printed out, I don't even know if it was Dolch or Fry. One of them, the first 100. They're basically the same. Okay. So one thing you can do with your kids is make flashcards. So you can use simple index cards to do that. You could also go online and find editable, printable sight words. Just type that in Pinterest or the Google and that should come up. Or you could be super awesome like me and take up some notebook paper and cut it up. And you can just go over and practice with your kids the sight words. Now, one way I'd like to do this to make it a little more interesting is I like to play this game called Sight Word Bang. Now, Bang is a game where you have the flashcards, but inside the flashcards you have a hidden flashcard. Bang! It's a bang flashcard. And what it does is when you get the bang flashcard, they have to give you all their cards back. And at the end, whoever has the most cards wins. So with my class, my small group, I always have a timer. It depends on how much time I have or whichever group I'm with. If they're a group that's really good at sight words, I might put more in there and make the time higher. If they're a group that struggles with sight words, I might make the time slightly shorter so that way they don't get too frustrated. But I make sure they know it's just a game and we're doing this to get better. Okay? We're doing this to get better. So I might start that group with flashcards and then play Bang for a little bit after, because I do want everyone to get their sight words. Okay, so if we were going to play, I'm going to model this with this lion here. So I would show the card. He doesn't know it, so I'm going to tell him, at. Then I go to the next person, this hand. Find. Oh, he knows his sight word. He gets to keep it. What's this one? Below. Oh, he knows his sight word. He gets to keep it. Then, and. He gets to keep it. Away. You get to keep it. Bang! Oh my goodness. You have to give me back all the sight words. Now be a good sport. Be a good sport so we can play the game. The timer's going out. Get you back. Oh, you were such a good sport. Good job. So we just do that until the timer goes off. It's just a fun way for them to play. They love it. They get so excited. Like, they ask me every day at the end of group, they're like, can we play Bang? Can we please play Bang? And they're getting so much better at their sight words. It's awesome. So that's just a quick, really fun game. Another thing that I have the kindergartners do is I'll print out a list like this, and I'll put it in one of those page protectors. And then I let them, with a dry erase marker, circle or highlight or whichever words they find in a book. You can also just, if you don't have one of those, page protectors, you can just print it out and just have them highlight it. I just have been trying to save paper, but that's what you can do. Last thing is you can read a story to them that has sight words. There are books that specifically are made with sight words to help kids learn sight words. This is just one that was in my kids' library, 5 little penguins slipping on the ice. It has number words in it, and in kindergarten, number words are sight words, so this is a really good way to practice. Because the more they see the word, the more they're going to remember the word. Because practice makes perfect. And the last thing, and I think that's really fun that I do with sight words, is I like to play sight word videos. Like Jack Hartman has some fun sight word videos. There's the phonics guy, the Fortnite sight words, where basically they have sight words, and alongside the sight words are people dancing Fortnite dances. The kids love that. So it gives them a little brain break. It also gives them sight word practice. So those are just some simple ways that you can help your kids practice their sight words. There's also a ton of free printable material on Pinterest. They have sight word board games and printable bang and sight word bingo, sight word, whatever you want to play. They have sight word everything. So if you have time, practice those sight words. Thank you. Oh, and check out my other videos if you need more help. Bye.